Hey guys, Anissa here with the most controversial sponge on YouTube right now because I'm going to be testing it because I am an actual consumer for the most part. I get some things gifted, but this wasn't gifted. I spent all of $6 on it, and I discovered this sponge due to a drama channel's video. It was from Here for the Tea, What Nikki Tutorials Isn't Telling You About Her Reviews. So she had the cousin of this one, the more dome shaped one, like the egg shape truly, and I'll show you this one in a moment. But she had her URL code, the URL link, sorry, the link in the description box went to a URL that had her name in it, which indicates that they were measuring what traffic she was driving to it. Was it for commission? I don't know. Could be, possibly. But she had a whole review about it that made it seem like she discovered it randomly and just decided to try it out and called it the world's weirdest sponge. But anyways, I just wanted to pick it up and see if this was really worth all the fuss, because yes, it did look like an interesting product. I did not purchase it through her little link or anything. I just went and did my own research and found the company. There is some other drama surrounding them, but we're not going to chit chat about that because I know you all really don't care about that if you're coming to this video and you're just like, Anissa, start using a darn thing. One thing before I get into it, so this item was made in China, but designed and developed by Juno Co in the US, latex free, flammable, cruelty free though. And the materials that they use is hydrophilic polyurethane and antimicrobial microfiber. And then they have their whole little spiel about their company, which again, I know y'all are like, oh, shut up. Cute packaging, boom, you know, for the sake of the YouTube. And let's get into her. So this is a sponge up close. This is the flat side for the all over application, and then the short precision side. This looks so interesting for the pure fact that it's microfiber, and it's quite fascinating for that alone. This is the sponge dry. When you wet sponges like this, it will enlarge, and according to the site, it gets 1.5 times bigger. For today's application, I will be using a sponge wet just to see if this lovely microfiber will leave my foundation looking more airbrushed than usual. Alright, so I already have some primer on. I don't know if you can tell, my skin looks a little bit more blurred out in certain areas. So today I will just be using my Born This Way foundation that I'm already restocking because I'm addicted to it. And yeah. So I have product on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to stipple this in and start to work it into the skin. I definitely feel like it's not pushing it into the skin right away, which will help probably with some product usage, but let's zoom in. I'm just using a stippling motion. Push the product in. So getting into the skin here, honestly the application, I'm not mad at it. It did a decent job, but it's nothing like groundbreaking, to be 100% honest. Like, I feel like it looks about the same as my other sponge applicators. Alright guys, so you just seen me apply my foundation with this. Honestly, truly, it performed to my expectation of a sponge applicator and on par with the other ones that I've used. I've used the Beauty Blender, I've used the Morphe one, I've used the Real Technique one. They're all about the same. To me, the biggest thing of why I stopped using the Beauty Blender was a cost perspective, and it really, like, amongst them all, really didn't make that much of a difference, to be honest. However, I did notice one thing. Like, look at this. Hopefully you can see this too, because this is where I just looked at it off, like, down here. I was like, oh, okay. And when you saw me apply it, you could tell, like, there wasn't much product stain on here. All that product really went onto the skin, and this is the proof. So you see, like, there was a little more concentrated because that's where I picked the product up off the back of my hand. But if you look overall, where usually I feel like this is super saturated still, it did not hold on to that much product. So it did meet that expectation of that claim. So I finished doing all of my glam, and then afterwards I did wash the sponge. I'm gonna zoom in up close so you can see it now. So this is the little guy post first wash. I try to be as gentle as I can, but obviously I think my nails got in the way and put some nicks into it, but it did get the foundation off. I want to note it took quite a bit of time to wash this item, probably like 10 minutes really to get just everything out, and that's probably why I got a little rough on that one, but this is after the first wash. So here are my final thoughts about it. It is not a revolutionary sponge. I know I was kind of talking about that before, but honestly, you guys, it does about the same job as the rest of them. The only thing I really like about this compared to other beauty sponges is that it doesn't hold on to as much product, but it was tougher to clean for some reason for the area that got product on it. So just note that. So if you're looking for one to try to minimize how much it absorbs of your own, this could be a good solution. I honestly say for $6, not that bad. I just want to buy into the hype that you see some people be like, it's the most airbrush finish. It really isn't, you guys. I've had my makeup on now for a few hours after using this sponge, and to me it looks no different than any of my other beauty sponges. At the end of the day, it's not a must-have, but it's not complete trash for this sponge. So if you want to take a chance and try it out and buy it, go for it. Down below in the description box, I will be linking it to the item specifically featured in the video, but there's a whole series of these sponges on their website for you all to check out. You will see that is a bit.ly link, but that is just for me to personally track the traffic that I drive. I have no affiliation with Juno Co. You guys, as a consumer, you have rights to ask questions about these influencers sponsoring things. If you ever have questions about what I'm featuring on there, I try to always link all the information in the description box and say it out loud. But if you have questions, ask me. I am here to be of a resource. I'm not here to push anything. I just want you to make the best decision about your glam needs, to be honest. So until next time, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Hit subscribe, join the tribe, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.